Frank Melloni, Renaissance Firearms instruction here with the adjustable match rifle stock from Tacstar. Many people find themselves in this particular spot when they start sharing an AR-15 between multiple users, or they're just simply running one with two optics, or even building a rifle that's meant to be shot from several different positions. As you're going to see, your eye relief will change, need to be adjusted by your length of pull, your cheek rise is going to change, and all that kind of stuff as well. So that's certainly going to be the case in our Frontier Tactical long-range rifle build, our 6.5 Grendel build. So we decided to reach out to these folks, take a look at this stock and see if it's going to fit our needs. Found that it will, so we're going to spend a little time talking about why we chose it, why we like it, and then a quick tutorial just on how to install it. Very, very simple. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box. So, naturally what drew it to us is all its adjustability. One of the things we like, of course, is going to be your length of pull. This design has a lock, so once we unlock it, then it's free to turn in or out. And then I like that it also locks in place as well. This way the wheel doesn't have to rub against you, or if the wheel rubs against your gear or anything, it's not going to change your length of pull, so you're ready at a moment's notice. It also comes with a nice rubber butt pad that you can take off. And you still have a rubber butt pad, so you can get another ½ inch of extension right off the bat there, kind of like your gross adjustment. Cheek riser, very easy to use, very easy to adjust. We have two tabs here, we press in, and we can adjust it. One thing that I liked is that this is numbered, so if you are using it for multiple optics or multiple users, you can keep an idea of where that setting that fits you best was. We have QD mounts right here, or QD attaches rather right there, and we have a tuck-away Picatinny rail should you want to put a monopod, or if you like your sling swivel there. We have ambi sling loops right here, 1.25" on both sides, and it's going to attach to a standard A2 tube. There's really nothing special about installing it, but nonetheless, let's get on the bench, let's put it together, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward here. We got our A2 tube already put onto our lower receiver. So, if you're like me, make sure you don't forget to put in your rear takedown pen and your detent. I'm always good for forgetting to do that on these things. And nothing special. This is just like any other stock. Detent and spring. Okay, we're good to go. Alrighty. So remember, this is a match grade stock, so it is going to be fit pretty tight. Having a mallet on the bench is going to help you out a whole lot to get it in that last inch where it locks up. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we get it straightened out. We have our alignment notch here. We want to make sure that's going to fit nice and flush. Okay, once I get it down touching the spring, I go ahead and upend it. Then I go ahead and I get my mallet. And I tap it in place the rest of the way, making sure that it's all the way seated. And then build any kind of cant into there. Make sure you use a mallet. Don't try and do this with a hammer. You might even crack the lower receiver if you use that. Alright, so the adjustable portion, the butt plate, or a butt pad rather, doesn't come off. So you have to use their special screw, which they include. It's got a hex head on it, so you can work at an angle nice and easily. You adjust that all the way out, then you go ahead and get this on just like any other stock. Use your Allen wrench to send it home. Just tighten it up. That'll draw the stock in all the way. You can understand how doing this with a screwdriver would be a disaster. Okay. Here we have it. All set to hit the range. Alright, so we're back with the adjustable match rifle stock from Tacstar on the range. We're going to put some live fire down there and see exactly what makes this so important to have on a rifle that's built for several different purposes. When I think multi-purpose, I think multi-caliber, which also makes me think of the Frontier Tactical Warlock system that we have implemented on this rifle here. One of the reasons that we chose this is if we are going to go ahead and fire our rifle in a compact 223 barrel, you know, it's the kind of rifle that's basically meant to run and gun. When we go ahead and we put our 6.5 Grendel on there, that's going to be a rifle made to be shot from the prone position. So different positions are going to change your eye relief. So if you're running a magnified optic, this area here of the rifle, not to mention your cheek rise, is going to be critical to having a good cheek weld and proper accuracy, proper form, everything else that you're looking to go along with rifle shooting. So what I like to do is I like to demonstrate where our face is going to be in the standing and kneeling positions. The second we bring our cheek to the stock, we're going to find that our eye winds up most likely where we set it, right around that 3-inch nice eye relief, where we don't really have too much of a problem. We could safely and comfortably fire rounds downrange, nice and accurately. Taking that rifle going into the prone position changes everything. Once we get into a prone position, we're going to find our cheek is going to come up very, very close to our scope. We're going to have a hard time seeing through it. We're going to see a lot of shadowing. That's when we go ahead and we start doing some work to give us get a proper eye relief. So all I did here was press the lock, we start turning the knob, and as I turn it, watch my stock get longer. Some people find that in prone they also need a little more height for their stock. That's when we go ahead and pinch this, and we can raise it on up, or sink it down if we have too much. Back in, that's what gives it its stability. Alright, looking good. Now I can fire my rifle comfortably in prone using the same rifle. Tacstar Arms match rifle stock. Check one of these out in your next build.